All right.
Ayan.
Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good morning. Good morning, Raymond. Good evening, Nancy.
Good
Yes,
morning.
I feel so
How are you?
homesick.
Yes. Kailangan mo na umuwi. And good afternoon to all the, or good morning to all the people watching on the live stream and watching on the replay. I'm so happy we have the aristocrat story today with Mr. Raymund Reyes and of course Nancy Lumin Reyes streaming live in Houston, Texas. And my name is Anton Diaz, founder of our Awesome Planet. We are awesome live with aristocrats Raymond Reyes and the Reyes family. Can you do a short All right, I'm so excited to know about the aristocrat story from, you're celebrating what? 84 years, no? Anniversary.
80,
Ang
this
tagal.
November. 85 this November 22, which is Monday.
Wow.
85. Wow.
85,
Yeah.
85, 85. Wow. That's
Uh,
that's amazing. That's amazing. And we wanted to know the story how it started and until now and during the pandemic what happened, di ba? So maybe you start with an introduction, Raymond. Can you introduce yourself, how you got started, and what's the Reyes ano ba, culinary DNA?
uh, it's a bit choppy. I don't know if you can hear me well
We
because
can.
I'm. Uh, is it okay, the audio?
Yes. We can hear you well.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes. Okay naman.
it, kind of choppy. The reception is kind of choppy. So, what's it again? Where do you want me to start?
Start about your your palate, your culinary DNA.
Dr. Bob Gray Salazar.
My culinary DNA.
Dr.
Okay.
Bob. Okay, I'm in
I
an
was
interview.
I was born in 1952. Aristocrat started in 1936. First, the restaurant that our Lola started was in their home in Marquez de Comillas, and the customers there were Saint Teresa's students. No,
Mm.
San
so
Marcelino.
she called it Lapu Lapu, parang canteen, home cooked meals. And beside it was Saint Teresa's before, uh, and the students staying there did not like the uh, culinary or the cuisine of the Belgian nuns, no, because it was bland and so forth. So they started liking my Lola's food, and to the point na i- alam mo yung pulley, y- tin, yung tali, may pulley, tumataas dun sa second floor or third floor nung school and dormitory. And that's how the students ordered their meals, no? Di tali.
Dali.
Ewan ko kung alam ng mga madre. Dahil
I think that
hindi
was
naman,
the first that's the first specimen of home delivery.
yeah,
Tayo pa rin.
yeah. So, hindi pa kami buhay ni Nancy noon. Ah, wala pa kami sa picture noon. Then second venture ng lola ko, because yung lolo ko was actually they were fishermen from uh, from Malabon,
Estancia.
and then yes, no, Malabon, and then they migrated to Iloilo because the father said
Mm.
there's more fishing grounds in Iloilo. Okay, but my lolo, the brothers observed, there were several brothers, observed that hindi siya magaling makahuli ng isda, no? So, they started na lang, ambag-ambag, bayanihan, pinaaral na lang siya sa bago Bacolod, grade
Mhm.
school again, etc. His education reached the highest law, and I think he graduated maybe top 5 or something like that in the bar exams, and he was teaching law in Ateneo. So government official siya, fiscal, judge, ganyan. The highest position he got was Supreme Court Justice. Okay, so
Mm.
just giving you a brief background, our family was not rich. We were poor, ganon. No? Yeah, fishermen, etc. And then my lola, who didn't even finish grade school, graduating grade school, maybe fourth
Grade
level lang
6.
or
Grade
grade
6.
6. Ganon, no? So you can imagine during that time, maybe, I don't know, lawyer, tapos maybe fiscal. Government uh, salaries were not that big. So my lola had to um, compensate. No? So siya nagluluto sa bahay, so she started venturing out nga. Yan. Ang dami nila eh. Siguro, how many Nancy? Mga 13 or something like that, kids, no? So, laging may gutom, kain, ganyan, etc. Di ba?
Oo.
So, naisipan na lola ko, mag-sideline, di ba? To augment my lolo's meager income. No? So, yun. Canteen, lapu-lapu. So, okay naman yung canteen, nabubuhay sa mga estudyante, St. Teresa's. And then, ang pasyalan that time, nung panahon na yon, was Luneta. Wala pang yung mga mall, yung mga ganyan, no? Hindi pa air condition, etc. So, may dala-dalang picnic basket ang lola ko. Sandwiches, adobo, chicken sandwich, etc. Eh, naging tambayan nga yung Luneta. So, lagi siyang may extra sandwiches siguro, no? For the kids, and mamaya may mga bisita sila eh. Dumarating eh. Kamusta na? Ganyan, etc. Di ba? Siyempre, ang unang mo, kumain ka na ba? Di ba? So, yeah, bibigyan ng sandwich, etc. Now, during that time, there were two food truck in Luneta, no? I think one of them was Brown Derby. They were serving hamburger, mga ganyan so forth. This was after the war na. So, no. When was this, Nancy? Mga before pa, no? Before 1936 eh.
Mga
Mm.
yung Eucharistic Congress yata 1930 something.
Yeah, before the war pa. So ganon. They were just eating there in Luneta until a friend of theirs told them, "Ba't hindi mo gayahin yung food truck na yun? Di ba? Imbis na basket ka lang." Yeah. So they did. May nag-alok ng Studebaker, and then they converted it to a relative suitor yata. Nag-alok ng Studebaker, and then they converted it into a food truck. So
It was by Fidel Reyes family.
yeah, so food truck yung ng lola ko. I think she was serving lumpia, lumpang sariwa, adobo sandwich, chicken sandwich. Pinoy. Pinoy yung dating, hindi yung American fare, no? So, di parang pila yung mga tao. Food truck, yung permit was parang as a food truck, kailan nagtatravel ka. So, yung mga pulis minsan sinisita sila, di ba? Dapat hindi dyan permanente, lakad ka. Paano mo si-serve yung tao? Umaandar ka, tapos, di ba? Sandis dito, ang hirap, di ba? Lalakad yung mga tao. So my dad started to think along the way na subukan natin yung mga kanto. Lahat ng kalye, sinubukan nila sa Luneta. Until nakita nila yung present location namin, no? Yung Roxas, so near the church. Ang observation nila, itong pinakamalakas na location because after mass, people go to eat, no? Now, just to inform you how the name aristocrat got to be named aristocrat, no? So during that time, meager income lang ang lolo ko, and the eldest son, Andy, was schooling in Ateneo.
Okay.
So sabi ng lola ko, I'll put your name, Andy's food truck. Yan, di ba? Ayaw nung uncle ko. Sabi niya, Nay, nakakahiya naman yung pangalan ko pag gagamitin mo. Ganyan, food truck, nahiya. ang galit ng lola ko. Sabi niya, ayaw mo pangalan po. Papangalan ko, aristokrata or aristocrat para sa mga turuan yung mga kaklase mo na ganyan, no? So, imbis na Andy, naging aristocrat. Di ba? Kasi parang, ba't mo humble ba't mo kakahiyain, di ba? So, niya, aristocrat to. So, yun. Aristocrat. So, yun nga. So, yung police, sinisita sila, bawal dito, kailangan umusad kayo, gano'n, di ba? Parang mga vendors sa Quiapo, di ba? Pinapalis. So, hanap ng lugar naman ng iba. Until they saw the present location. At that time, there was an American tenant staying there. Goldenberg yata yung pangalan nun. So there was a Fernandez family who owned the lot. So kinausap ng lola ko, and then sabi sa kanya, tanungin mo yung tenant, inoccupy nila ngayon, So pumayag naman yung Amerikano, binigay yung may kabayo siya. So mahilig siguro sa kabayo. Binigay yung corner na napakaliit, stables, doon pumarada yung food truck. Oo, pumarada yung food truck doon. So sige, umanda, di ba? After mass, people go there, they eat and so forth. That was before the war. So nung nangyari na yung World War II,
ano nangyari?
Yeah, no? Ang daming nangyari sa noon. So, may structure kami ng konti doon. Pumayag yung But eventually, nag-iba rin yun Nasunog yan, ganyan and so forth because of the war, no? Then slowly build it up. Yung mga parents namin, lola namin. There was a point in time na susuko na sila kasi na-wipe out nasunog So they had to start parang barong-barong style. In fact, yung mga construction materials, ang hirap maghanap nun. So kuha sila, etc. And I remember my dad telling me, somewhere along the line na, dun sa location na yun, kitang-kita mo yung putukan ng mga kanyon. Ng Corregidor. Yeah. And that's why we had a Blessed Virgin Mary somewhere there. Naging prayer room. Oh, on a clear day, kitang-kita mo yung putukan ng kanyon from Corregidor to yung mga Japanese no? So yung mga tao nagdadasal doon. Tapos siguro kumakain. Umu-order ng yung mga lumpia, caldo, mga ganyan and so forth. So that one I remembered very particular. That's why, and we never closed during the war. No, we were serving Americans, Japanese.
Wow, talaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, pandemic lang siguro nagpa-close sa inyo, no?
Yung mga, in fact, we were one of the first who served ice cream, American style.
Wow.
Yung mga yung mga na pick up ng daddy ko, yung mga Hapon, hindi naman marunong magbasa, di ba? Yung menu. So pictures lang. I think maybe doon na develop yung Sunday namin at saka yung Sunday ice cream and so forth. No? Banana split, parang yan. So yung mga Japanese, turo lang ng pagkain, ng menu na turo to, di ba? So, pilyo rin yung mga uncles namin. Pag dumating yung Japanese with their trucks na may machine gun, kinakalikot nila yung yung eyesight, yung sa machine gun. para putok. Malayo yung tama. Ganun. So, yeah. So, anyway, that one I remember very distinctly. That's why during this pandemic, I refused to close. No? Lahat ng branches, maski na paano, tuloy pa rin. So, that remained in my mind. No? During World War II, mas grabe nga yun eh. What more, nag-survive sila, di ba? So anyway, sa culinary...
The present.
Sorry?
Yung present na ngayon.
Yeah, so anyway, ang lola naman at lolo, mahilig sila mag-travel eh. So kung may spare income sila, they travel around the world. Japan, Europe, Asian countries. I think doon na pick up maybe sa Indonesia yung barbecue, chicken, Java rice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in one of their travels. So, meron ng restaurant yun, no? But again, parang by faith, no? There was a time yung restaurant sa Ross Boulevard, they wanted to name it Dewey Boulevard after Admiral Dewey. This was after the war. Ginawa pa nga ng daddy ko, I think he hired Architect Luz or Architect Luz yata or something like that. No? Ginawa niya parang battleship. So, ang pangalan, Dewey's Restaurant. Yeah, parang gano'n. Shape into a battleship. Nagreklamo yung US Embassy. Pinatawag yung lola ko nung siguro yung consul niya or Philippine Embassy part, no? Pinatawag yung lola ko. Hindi American Embassy, but Philippine, no? Nireklamo ng mga bakit daw papangalan na Dewey's restaurant, Dewey's ganyan, etc. Sabi ng lola ko, bakit may Washington apple? Oh, Washington. So, still, nag-insist yung mga ayaw nila. O di balik ulit sa
Ayaw nila.
aristocrat. Oh. So, then it stayed that way na, aristocrat. And okay, why aristocrat then? Parang bagay because yung lolo ko, yung levels niya tumataas, di ba? Fiscal judge, Supreme Court. I mean, Court of Appeals tapos Supreme Court. So yung mga customers, yung mga guests, may pagka-aristocrat nga naman. Di ba? Even President Quirino goes from Malacanang, goes there. It's I think Arroz
Talaga?
Caldo yan. Burrito niya, yan. All we served all the presidents.
Wow.
We serve all the presidents
pupunta sila ngayon sa
without being expensive or high society or high class. We remain really middle of the road. Hindi yung nagpaangat, no.
Yeah, so parang medyo may pagka-high society ng konti yung mga guests ng grandparents ko, di ba? From mga judges, justices, etc. Kasi peers ng mga lolo ko, justices. So, ganon. And then people, I think, aspirational naman sa kanila. So they all go there. We serve parang A to E, A, B, C, D, E. Yun ang aming, when we made the market survey, nagulat kami.
Yes.
Oo. Pati E pala, parang aspirational sa kanila, pagka may sweldo, ganyan, or sort, or birthday, kumakain dun. Maski na nga yung mga Chinoys, nakachinelas lang, di ba? Pero yung pala, whoop, yung ganun ba? Yung feel at home type.
Tsaka yung mga kinasal sa Malate Church, yung mga wedding sa Malate Church.
Yeah, mga weddings,
yeah.
meron, baptism. O lalo na ngayon, na-observe namin. So lumuwag, di ba? Level 2, 50% dining. Ang daming baptism. Na-lockdown kasi, kaya nanganganak, ganyan, and so forth. So, tapos yung mga na-lockdown, gusto mag-asawa, gano'n. So nagbubook na ngayon sa weddings, civil weddings, etc. So minsan nakakatawa eh. Minsan pag weekend, meron kang wedding, meron kang baptism sa isang function room namin, no? Parang gano'n. So, sabay-sabay. So it's good na, let's say, inopen nila yung economy a bit, level 2. And hopefully mag-level 1 na tayo para makabiyahe na si Anton sa Boracay. Di ba? So, yeah, people, of course, I think yung mga tao nakaipon eh. Naka-save sila because biro 2 years hindi ka makatravel. So nakaipon yung mga tao.
Nakaipon.
So may talagang splurge out ngayon pagka open ng 50% or level 1. I-splurge yan.
Yes.
Diba?
Now,
So,
I have a question, Raymond. I have a question
sa
history ng aristocrat. Kasi nga, you mentioned you never closed down during the war and you had to close down during the lockdown. What was the biggest challenge for you guys during this pandemic? What was the biggest challenge?
Medyo hindi ko masyado narinig yung but we never closed down during this pandemic because remember, we are considered as essential goods. So, hindi, let's say, hindi pwedeng dining, pero pwedeng take-out, delivery. So,
tuloy-tuloy lang.
di ba, IATF rules, parang ganon. Okay, ECQ, no dining, no alfresco, di ba? But pwede kang take home, pwede kang delivery. So we never
Okay.
closed down really.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's very, very difficult for the restaurant industry to survive on a 30% dining capacity. Talagang you have to
Hindi
be tight
kayang
in your...
30%.
Mahirap. Break even, baka hindi ka maka-break even. 50% yan. Medyo ano na. Ayun nga medyo ano dun yung mahirap yung restaurant per se, di ba? Kinontrol, ECQ, no
Yes.
dining, o kaya 10%, 20%. The, I think the government forgets that yung restaurant industry is multifaceted economy yan. May multiplier effect yan. It affects the farmers, di ba? Pag
Yes.
humina yung consumption, rice, chicken, pork, etc., fish,
Oo.
hindi sila makabenta. So may multiplier effect yung sa economy natin. But now, since level 2, 50%, gumagana na yung multiplier effect, no? People start spending na because they have work and so forth. So, pati yung agricultural industry natin, umaangat. I sent you a slide, di ba? Yung
Oo.
V-shaped recovery, no? Apparently 7% GDP ang economy ng sa third quarter ng Philippines, which is good.
Question.
Yeah.
Aristocrat is 85 years old. Are your customers 85 years old also, or are we getting any of the younger ones now?
Oo. Yes. Good question.
Well, so I didn't quite
Aristocrat is 85 years old now. So does that mean na matanda na yung mga customers ng Aristocrat, or meron bang dumarating na rin na mga bata? The younger generation.
you know, since the government allowed yung mga kids even not vaccinated, di ba? Pero yung parents or guardians are fully vaccinated, inalaw nila sa malls and even here. Pumapasok yung mga family, dala-dala yung mga bata, yaya, ganyan, etc. Nagreklamo nga yung captain waiter natin minsan kasi yung mga bata takbo ng takbo, parang nakawala, parang asong nakawala sa sa bahay kasi nakakulong. Hindi naman
I can
gusto ng
imagine.
mga yayaan, parang gano'n, di ba?
Mhm.
So yeah, all walks of life, teenager, and of course yung mga oldies, sasabihin ng bata, di ba? Ay, gusto ko dito, fast food, may toys, ganyan. Dadalhin nila sa gano'n. Pero next day, ayaw ng mga parents, pizza, pasta, ganyan, di ba? So ano sila? Sila namang nagdidikta kung saan kakain, di ba? Whether Japanese or Korean or Filipino restaurant. So, hindi everyday kakain ka sa favorite restaurant mo. No?
Okay.
Although, there's one, hindi ko lang nakuha yung pangalan. There was this old lady, halos everyday kumakain sa atin. Maski na bagyo, yung Ulysses, nandun siya. Baha sa kalye, nandun siya. Binigay ko nga ng cake para yung ganon, yung meron talaga mga die-hard customers tayo, Nance. Maski na come rain, shine, whatever, nandun.
What do you
In
think is the secret? What do you think is the secret? Is it the history, the culture? Is it the culinary DNA of aristocrat that makes people, that made you last for 85 years?
Oo, anong sikreto?
The answer to that is secret. Hindi, hindi. To break it down, no, we never scrimp. Kung ano yung dating luto, dating ingredients, we don't scrimp. Yun pa rin. Di bali na
Yun pa rin.
presyo, di ba? Kasi people expect that. In fact, yung mga ibang balikbayans nga na nare-recall ko eh. Actually, sabi nila, nasa itinerary kami nila, yung mga balikbayan. Pag uwi dito, pak, aristocrat. Paglipad, pak, aristocrat. Yun ang ano doon, no?
Oo.
And then some feedback that I get is parang, alam mo, since 20 years ago, ganun pa rin yung ano nyo, yung pagkain nyo. Parang
Pagkain.
ganun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consistency.
So, yes. So, I guess that's one of the secret. And going back to the, let's say, culinary DNA, no? Yung Reyes, yung clan namin, somehow may very peculiar taste buds. Ayun, hindi ba? Very peculiar yung taste buds. I knew that because minsan sa meetings namin, may food tasting kami. No? Food tasting. Yan, tikman mo to, tikman mo yan. Ito, galing sa ganitong restaurant. Ito, ganyan. So, gumawa kami, parang ABC. Walang, nakalagay lang ABC. Hindi sinasabi whether aristocrat yan or something. So, pinatikim namin. At that time, meron kaming cousin-in-law dun sa food tasting yun. Lahat kami, parang dun sa particular letter na yun, palagay mo B, ganyan. Siya, iba. Iba yung panlasa niya. So parang doon ko na-realize, meron tayong, there's such a thing as blood chem or DNA taste buds.
So what is the aristocrat? What's the Reyes DNA? Ano? Alat ba? May betsin ba sa dila? Ano? Mantika?
What is the DNA? Parang ganon.
Yeah.
It's the right of everything. the right combination of halo-halo.
Okay.
Halo-halo. Ganyan. So yung tamang templa, yun ang ano, hindi masyadong maalat, hindi masyadong matamis, hindi, saka parang Pinoy. Pinoy ang dating.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So meron yung parang correct taste. No? So, di ba, pag maalat, di bawasan mo yung alat. Masyado matamis. O kulang sa tamis. Pa.
May I add to that? I think patis is a basic sa dahil nga sa Malabon, Tagalog, may yung patis, yung lasa ng patis na first class was always what our lola wanted. She would use that first class talaga, hindi ba? Yung unang piga.
Yung unang piga.
Yeah.
Until now? Until now?
I suppose. I don't know with Ray. Pero hindi siya maalat, di ba? Parang maumami pa nga siya eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
At the end, yung malinamnam. Yun.
Okay. So,
actually we do our own stuff from scratch.
From
like
scratch.
Sa bagong, ganyan. We do it, we source it our own, we we follow hygienic steps on our own, parang ganun. So, very different from, let's say, bagong sa palengke, masyadong maalat, di ba? Parang ganun.
Oo.
So, scratch kami talaga.
Yun ang sikreto.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, we'll share the photos. Maybe you can caption them. Share us more of the story behind each of the photos.
Al fresco.
Yung alfresco, yung
That's
ano, yung... Okay, sino
Henry
yan?
C.
C, of course.
Henry C. Si Tatang.
Oo.
I chanted
Oh.
on him sa Mall of
Sino yung
Asia.
magandang babae sa tabi mo?
my wife. I-repeat mo, baka she's listening. So,
Yung magandang babae sa tabi mo. What's her name?
My-
Give the name.
Mercedes.
Arroyo.
Nickname Teeter. Yeah, nickname Teeter.
Okay. Yeah. Ano yung message ni Henry C sa'yo? Why? When you shook hands?
Oo, ano ba?
Sabi niya, Hong Kei Fat Choy. Happy New Year.
Okay.
Then sabi
Alright.
niya, okay, sarap, sabi niya, sarap. Aristocrat, sarap.
Okay. Alright.
That's my lolo Justice in front of me, my lola Ashang, my dad. Actually, my dad served a lot of years sa Aristocrat. He was parang he was parang the general manager of Aristocrat noon. He devoted it. Yeah, he devoted his life and time then. Nga pala yung barbecue, yung chicken, they travel to Indonesia again and so forth. We first launched that nung nagkaroon kami ng Aristocrat Beach House.
Saan?
So,
meron?
Sa Cavite. Pero wala na ngayon. We sold it eh.
Okay.
I forgot na
That's
yung...
where it started. Kaya barbecue.
Yeah, doon na develop yun. So, fresh air. So, charcoal pa nun. We use charcoal. So, yung amoy nung barbecue, very pleasing, very appetizing. So, people liked it. In fact, nireklamo nga ng daddy ko sa lola ko. Sabi niya, Nay, nawawala yung mga ating plato at saka utensils. Ewan, baka kinukuha ng baka inuuwi ng mga tao or nababasag. So in fact, when we served barbecue before, it was yung yung has nung banana leaves. Yung has, yung nakatusok.
Yes.
Ganun yung nakatusok yung barbecue stick sa has ng banana tree. Yun, so doon naging popular yun.
So ito mga kapatid mo yung iba dito? Mga kapatid mo, Raymond, yung iba?
Paki-mention mo naman name ng daddy mo, mami mo. Their names.
Daddy at mommy?
Yeah, their names. Baka maraming may kakilala.
Okay, wait. I have to... So, ako na sa likod, and then Millie is after my mom. Millie is in charge of Plaza Catering, Plaza Ham, as you know it, corned beef, ganyan and so forth.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and then Mary Jo. My mom was parang enterprising rin eh. She had Millie's Beauty Parlor and Millie's Dress Shop nung earlier times noon. No? Kaya very, very postura siya. And then my younger brother sa baba, and my youngest sister, si Dorsey. So
Mm.
Jerry.
summer, yeah. So
Wait,
somewhere
the
along
name
the
of your
line,
dad, your dad is known as Joe and Toting and Imelda.
yes,
Hindi mo kasi minimension yung mga pangalan nila eh.
yeah. My dad, Joe and Meldy, nakakatuwa. Parang how they met. I think either UE or yung mga universities sa downtown, naging classmate, ganyan and so forth. Until niligawan ng dad ko, they fell in love. Maski na siya, hindi nakagraduate ng college. Siguro,
Ah.
second or third year college lang. Pero he was sharp in his figures, no? Maski na hindi accounting graduate and so forth, medyo sharp siya. Saka hands-on. Hands-on yung dad ko.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
next.
That's Carla.
Oh, that's
My
Carla.
niece.
Sino yung nasa guy? Sino yung gitna?
Celebrity chef McCarthy, I believe, and me. This happened as a hobby of mine. I wasn't active in Aristocrat noon on a certain years, and I think the U.S. Embassy wanted some independent caterer, not a hotel, ganyan and so forth, and to do grilling. So I believe Nancy was in close touch with the U.S. Embassy, and they asked her, no. So tama-tama, I think I just won second place grilling competition in Legazpi, Makati, no. So sinuggest ni Nancy, and then Plaza does catering naman, European, ganyan and so forth. We had a big restaurant before in Makati. It's called the Plaza. Doon yung nag-graduate yung mga college students. We had all sorts of restaurants, Chinese, steakhouse, cafe, French, and then may Filipino rin somehow, and then European. My dad got Chef Josta Peterson from SAS Airlines, no, to do the executive chef, and he was, I think, the first one to promote smorgasbord. They call it smorgasbord. That's
Okay.
for buffet.
Oo, buffet, di ba? Smorgasbord ang tawag dati.
Okay.
Yeah, so spread, European food spread, salmon, smoked salmon, ganun and so forth. So, siguro for 6 years, for 6 years we were doing Great American Barbecue, and this mga American, they fly in mga celebrity chefs, and that was one of the occasions, Great American
Sino
Barbecue.
siya?
This one is King of Grills. I think Rainford or something like that. He's an American celebrity chef who went to the Philippines. No, I think your question to my DNA. So parang there was a time hindi ako naging active sa Aristocrat. So parang I was contemplating to myself, no, how do I reinvent myself? What do I do? So I went fishing, I went hunting, and that night, syempre, sa gabi, I watched TV, diba, to relax. And this guy, King of Grills, si Chef Rainford yata yun, I forgot, had a show, TV show series. every week, parang may ganun. So wala naman ako magawa nun. Nanonood ako. And he must have triggered my imagination or my taste buds. So parang I started thinking about grilling. Yeah.
Grilling. Nahilig ka sa
Oo.
grilling.
And
There are
this
more
guy,
photos there on grilling.
yeah, and this guy, when sa TV show niya, very enticing and galing, parang Jamaican-American yata. So, malulure ka into really doing hands-on, Tapos he shows pa several of his grillers. Doon ako parang na-intrigue somehow, na-intrigue ako, tapos it activated my taste buds, my senses, may ganyan. Yung passion, parang ganyan. Because di naman ako dati nagigrill eh.
Okay, next.
Nag-order lang ako sa restaurant para kumain. Ganun, di ba?
Yeah. Okay, Ray, the next photo.
Ano to?
Okay. This one, I guess it's better to see the earlier pictures. Sorry, hindi ko na-sequence eh. Okay. I entered the contest dun sa first grilla in Manila. Di ba? Because I was parang passionately into this grilling and so forth. I ended up second place dun sa contest na yun. Okay, the one who won was a German executive chef. I think at some point in time, sinabi pa nga ni Nancy was a judge there.
Kaya ka na.
Siguro sa judge, pinsan ko yan pahirapan nyo, parang gano'n. Huwag nyo bigyan ng high score. No? Kaya na second place na ako. And that's funny how because I asked the people there, ano yung score ko? Kukunti lang yung points. Ako na sana nanalo. Pinahirapan ako ni Nancy. Pero
What about this? Wait,
diba?
what about that photo? Did you go to culinary school?
Oo.
Yes, okay.
Are you looking at that photo?
Actually, sa Canada pa lang, during summer, libre naman kami. That's what we did. Took up some summer courses. My wife took up baking. Sana mag-bake nga siya ulit. Medyo tinatamad na pero masarap yung bake niya. And then I took up some European culinary course, summer, as well as parang sausage making, yung charcuterie ba yun? Tawag nun? So sausage making, etc. So I took up George Brown University, some culinary course before we went back to the Philippines. That's the stock market ako nun sa Canada. Now, the reason why I got into this short course sa ICAMP in Kantipunan, because yung German chef beat me, di ba? First place. In some form, like maybe plating or something. So, sabi ko, natalo ako nito. I better study. No? That's why I went there to school. And sort of try and improve myself. No?
Natalo ka kasi ako yung judge.
But he ended up not my professor. So
anyway, here.
This one is Roxas Boulevard.
Yeah. Okay, next.
This is a snapshot because we were one of the snapshots because we were serving mga healthcare workers, mga military people, ganyan and so forth. Yung not exactly yung mga food na ganyan, but similar to that na low-cost meals. We donate to them.
Okay.
So, kaya nakamas pa ako nun.
Mm-hmm. Ito.
So this picture is before the pandemic. So you can see the all walks of life, no?
Oo nga, punong-puno, no?
Yeah.
Iba-ibang
Okay.
klaseng tao.
Yeah.
Oh, ito.
This was a campaign by the government, yung pollution control. And this is somewhere sa Manila Bay, sa likod nung yung mga parang yacht doon sa left side.
Yeah.
Sa likod Manila Bay. Ganyan ka trash
Grabe,
yung Manila Bay galing sa Cavite, galing sa di ba? Parang ganun. So we help out the environment. Parang once a year program.
Mm-mm. Ito.
Pollution. Si Eileen, when she came here, we said we were one of the few or first to award her something. In fact, she had a call before kasi dapat pala yung mga athletes merong discount, no? Especially sa Olympics, ganyan and so forth. And nobody was minding it. So we went there, we gave her card. Kung pupunta siya sa Rojas, may discount card siya. Parang gano'n. To honor she got gold medal.
Ito.
Wala,
And
ano
some
yan,
foods,
promo.
mga promo, foods namin. So Filipino, it's not just barbecue, chicken barbecue, pork barbecue, pero Pinoy talaga yung food namin.
Flavor.
Home cooked meals. Parang what do you call it? Comfort foods. Di ba?
Yeah.
Comfort foods.
Filipino comfort food. Ito, ano naman to?
This was in the opening of SM MOA noon. The very first opening ng MOA noon. Nandun kami. And then it got refurbished. So Senator Magsaysay and then Bing Lim Chauco. And may uncle at the back.
Is the MOA open already? The SM MOA now? Open na rin?
Sorry?
Or...
No, it's still under construction. The new one, because SM had to renovate and we had to tear down everything because they added 2 more floors. So they needed to retrofit yung columns nila. So we're coming up with this is one of golf game. Because I basically love a lot of sports,
including
golf, swimming, including golf, shotgun shooting, halos lahat, pati skydiving, halos lahat napasukan ko.
So this is the recent one, no?
Yes, yung
alfresco dining.
When they said alfresco dining, so we started putting tents. There was a time during the pandemic, ECQ, no? Ang narinig ko from one of our employees, sabi ng customer, kasi parang bawal pa yung dining noon inside, no? Parang, ang sabi ba naman, hindi bali ng mamatay basta makakain lang, mamatay sa COVID basta makakain lang ako sa Aristocrat. Parang ganun. So we started putting tables out, parang alfresco, without the tent pa. Without the tent.
Without the tent.
And then, without the tent, yung parang open air.
Open air lang.
So people started to appreciate it, no? So na-encourage naman ako. So sabi ko, bumili na tayo. In fact, rent lang muna Rent muna tayo ng tent until my cousin Sylvia told me, Hindi, bumili tayo ng tent sa Quiapo, mura lang. Ganun. O sige, sabi ko. Iyan, nahanap nila. So,
Okay.
meron mga
Next.
tent. Yeah.
Ito,
Sino
ano?
yan?
Sino to? Pinaupong
Ayan,
manok.
okay. So this one, you know, when I was on recess sa Aristocrat, I developed this beer can chicken. And in a golf tournament that Wilcon Depot, this is Chairman Bello,
Good chairman.
no? Had it in Wakwak. So my sister Millie asked me if I can grill, no? So, ayan. And then nagustuhan nila, yung mga, especially mga Chinoys. Nagustuhan nila yung flavor ng smoke. Tapos may beer pa. Ito yung outfit ko. Parang
Well, hindi namin masyadong makita yung manok na nakaupo sa beer. Yun ba? Yun.
close up.
Oo, nakaupo.
Close up. Yeah. Yun. Okay. Nakaupo siya. Alright. Pinaupong manok.
This
And
one
finally,
is
Okay.
Cajun yan.
finally,
The book.
the book.
Nancy, I think, contributed to this write-up. Di ba, Nancy?
We edited it.
Oo. Project ni Nancy ito. So,
Actually, it
80th.
was to commemorate the 80th year. Kasi 80 years ang Aristocrat. So we decided to have a book made.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a fun book. May mga anecdotes doon, etc. Nandito ba yung nandito ba, Nancy, yung nag-travel lang lola sa Italy ba yun? Or Rome? So, hindi naman marunong Italian. So, tinatanong ng Italiano, no? Anong gusto mo? Alanganin niya, sabihin niya, hamburger, di ba? May nakita siyang picture na pigeon, parang tinuro niya yun, di ba? Ganun. Yung pala, Holy Spirit. Hindi dito. Wala dito.
Wala.
Okay.
All right. Galing 85 years. Congratulations.
Yes.
This November.
And surviving the worst challenge, which is really the pandemic. So I think it's a blessing. It's a blessed place.
Yeah, it's really difficult sa restaurant. Even tourism, di ba? Yung mga beach resorts, they were all mas worse pa ngayon. They were closed down sila. Di ba?
Actually, we're very thankful also to our landlords. We didn't own the land. So, it has been Ray, how many years na? Almost 80 years
80?
of a relationship spanning 4 generations.
Yeah. So did I answer the culinary taste buds and so forth?
Yung story, yes, na pero yung iyong personal, hindi mo pa kinikwento, but I think we've overshot the time. Masyado maraming stories and kwento. I don't know, Anton, it's your turn to ask a question because me, I'm
Yes. Wait, si Carla is watching. Wow. Of course, Carla.
Yeah.
Carla, yes.
Yeah.
Siguro ang tanong ko lang, just to complete our story, how was it like living during your childhood? Ano, puro kain ba kayo ng kain lang sa bahay? Paano ba yun?
Hindi ko masyado choppy.
How was it during your childhood? Paano ba yan? Kain lang kayo ng kain ng kahit anong pagkain? Paano ba yun?
No audio, Raymond. No audio.
Wala.
what was the question? Ano yung kinakain namin sa bahay?
Hindi, nung bata kayo, puro kain lang ba ang ginagawa nyo? Kainan na lang ng kainan.
Oo.
O, siyempre. Well, yung training namin, all of our cousins, magpipinsan, we worked during summer times sa Aristocrat. Kami, the guys,
Yun.
yeah, mostly the guys were assigned to waitering, busboy, ganyan and so forth. The girls naman were assigned to my lola's kitchen. So, yan, tinuturuan niya sila, Nancy, Millie, ganyan and so forth. So, ganun yung aming discipline. Lahat kami dumaan dun sa work ethic na yun. Bata pa lang kami. I remember serving, yung boxer.
Si Flash
Yung
Elorde.
boxing, Flash Elorde. I remember serving him. Yung paborito nga namin mga magpinsan dahil maganda mag-tip eh.
I think Anton, Raymond, that is where we developed the Reyes culinary DNA by we grew up in the aristocrat. So yung lasang aristocrat, malinamnam, matamis kung dapat matamis, maalat kung dapat maalat.
Doon nila develop.
Yes, andon. And
So,
we
question
even
lang.
had to learn how to cook.
So Nancy, all the family knows the secret of the Reyes, let's say barbecue and all the other recipes. Paano ba yun?
Yes, I don't know.
Well, hindi naman
Look
kasi
at me.
nag-evolve
Nag-evolve din. Nag-evolve din. Nag-improve yung ano. So, otherwise, dadami yung aristocrat, di ba? But yun nga, the taste buds nandun yun eh. So, nasa taste buds.
you come up na lang with kung anong ingredients yan, tapos lasahin mo, di ba? That's what the chefs do when they come up with a new dish. Susubukan nila munsan, di ba? Tama na ba to? Templa, before you serve it to the guests.
Okay. All right. Maraming salamat. Galing. So inspiring.
Thank you.
85 years.
Thank you, Ray. Keep
Well,
up the good work.
Yeah, we're yung future namin goals is right now there's 2 restaurants under construction, SM MOA and Tagaytay, no? And then I plan to expand the bake shop, whether it's a mall or something like that. Kasi masarap naman.
We need to talk about the bake shop separately, Nancy.
Yes. We were the first to invent cheese roll.
Yeah. Kala ko Chinit was joining us eh.
That's a separate story in itself.
No, I wanted to know the story of the bake shop. Kasi ang daming masarap na cakes, pastries in that bake shop, and wanted to know that story separately.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Maraming salamat.
1976 yun. 45th
Thank
year
you,
in the
Ray.
bake shop.
Thank you, my cousin.
And, Nancy.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Nancy. Galing
God bless.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
Live an awesome life, guys.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Awesome aristocrat.
Awesome aristocrat. Yes.
Can you do a short introduction?